Hello Rebels and welcome back to my life. So it's a week past my 30th birthday, and that means that as of today, I have not smoked a cigarette for 7 days. Full disclosure, I have had a couple of cigars, which is fine. Like per the terms of my quitting that I decided upon, an occasional scotch and cigar is a-okay. Now, 2 cigars in 1 week may not seem that occasional, but it was my birthday week, and then Sunday was also the anniversary of my mom's passing away, so like I'm giving myself a pass on that one. The day I quit and the day after that were incredibly difficult. I had intense physical and mental withdrawal, and I wanted a cigarette more than I've basically ever wanted anything in my life. However, at this point, I'm doing pretty much okay. I still have the occasional urge to go out and have a cigarette, but it's more an urge for like the physical motions of it, the lighting up, the inhaling, the exhaling, rather than wanting the smoke. I don't feel the physical cravings for cigarettes anymore, and I haven't been tempted at any point to go and buy myself a pack. And check this out, my fingers, which have been like tobacco stained since I was 18 years old, are mostly recovered, and on the nails where you can see the stains, they're actually like growing away from the cuticles, which is a really weird thing to watch. All in all, quitting smoking has not proven to be that difficult for me. I feel like the worst is over with, and I foresee no problems maintaining it going forward. Now, with that being the case, if I were an unscrupulous individual, there would be something that I could do to take advantage of my situation. What I could do is create a self-help product about how to quit smoking. After all, I quit smoking and it was very easy, right? So if I were to create a series of lessons or practices or philosophies that you could adopt to help you quit, you might be inclined to pick up that course, since I am somebody who has already done this successfully. Or I could just write a book, I am a quitter and so can you. It would probably sell pretty well. I mean, after all you really need in order to be successful in self-help and nonfiction work is to be fairly successful in the thing that you're trying to teach other people how to do. Helping people quit smoking is a very worthwhile goal. Smoking is not good for you. It is not healthy. I knew that while I was doing it. It was just stupid. Something I did because I was dumb. But the core of the issue is actually this. I don't think that I know better than anybody else how to quit smoking. I quit easily, yes, but as far as I can tell, that's just because I was lucky. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I decided to quit on my 30th birthday before I ever started smoking in the first place. And for the average smoker out there, that's just not helpful advice, unless you have a time machine and can go back to make that decision before you ever started. But if you have a time machine, why are you worried about quitting smoking? You have so many more important things to be doing. There's all kinds of contributing factors that I think made it easier for me to quit cold turkey. I mean, for one thing, I hardly ever leave my house. If I worked at a job where people were always smoking on like every meal break or whatever, I'm sure it would be a lot harder to quit. So if you're in that situation, no advice that I could give you would be helpful other than to like quit your job. And that's the problem with a lot of self-help and internet education, like especially when it comes to business. People think that they can become personally successful at something and then just turn around and teach anybody how to do it the exact same way. But when they do so, they completely ignore any personal privileges or advantages that may have actually led to their success. Like Hank Green is pretty famous for saying, when somebody asks him like, how do you get big on YouTube? His answer is to start in 2007, because that is the only way that he has done that. That's why a lot of online education rubs me the wrong way, and that's why as soon as I found like the Sterling and Stone guys, for example, I latched onto them and have been pretty leery of getting into any other online education or business or self-help stuff ever, anywhere. Because the way that they have worked at Sterling and Stone like forever is that they have like a core philosophy or a few core philosophies which are always focused on the audience, you know, the reader, and then everything else is basically them just explaining like what they're doing week to week, in the moment, like how they're operating. There's no guarantees, there's no super sexy follow these 12 steps and you will immediately become successful and whatever, because that's just not true. That's not true. They just say what they're doing and oh, this worked for us and this didn't and that might work for you, but this might not, and like that's actually way more helpful to me. And that is what quitting smoking has been for me. The philosophy at the base of what I have done is that I decided that a longer life with my family was worth more to me than the admittedly very pleasurable act of smoking itself. And past that, quitting cold turkey just worked for me. I don't need any gum, I don't need any patches, you know, I would not want to do those things, but that might be the thing that helps you do what you want to do. So you do you, boo. Boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. If it is something that you are still struggling with, I understand, believe me, and I am so sorry that you are having to go through that, and like, you know, best wishes. I really do believe that you can do it. I think that we are all incredible people who have more strength of will and character than we know. So best of luck. I think you can do it too. And that's it for today, Rebels. An extra special shout out to my supporters on Patreon to make the YouTube channel possible. If you want to be one of those excellent and attractive people, or to get signed copies of my books, there are links in the description to both of those things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!